Hey guys, it's Scotty here from Street Machine, and we're here with Ricky Muir, Senator Ricky Muir from the Australian Federal Parliament. Mate, we're at Motorfest. How are you loving the day?
Oh, I'm absolutely loving it. It makes sense that the Senator from the Australian Motoring Enthusiast Party would be at such an event. I'm just glad Parliament doesn't sit until Tuesday, so it gave me the opportunity to actually be here.
Yeah, long weekends, we love them. Mate, the burnouts, we've had so many burnouts today. Have you had a favourite car?
I probably haven't had a favourite outright. The reality is I've been in speaking to a lot of the people in the crowd and I haven't seen as many up close and personal as what I would like, but Lynchy does what he usually does and put on one heck of a show, that's for sure.
He does. Lynchy is a master, he's a legend. Now, you went for a ride with Johnny Pillar in the roofless ute before. How was that?
Yeah, look, that was pretty good. I was warned that he wasn't going to back off, so I was expecting a bit of fun. There was a little bit of a kiss of the wall there, and that just added to a little bit of excitement. But yeah, it was really good. I'd certainly rather be sitting in that than the maroon chairs in Parliament.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Now, we've got the drift guys just coming off the pad behind us. Now, what do you think of the drift?
Yeah, look, it was really good. I actually didn't expect to see that going on behind us when it all started, and look, there's a really good, strong message, I suppose, to come out of that alone, and that is it's on a track. So keeping it off the street is something that I'm very passionate about. I know you're very passionate about, and what better venue to try to advertise and show people that you don't do it on the street, you do it out here, and I fully support it.
Yeah, mate, that is 100%. We're going to keep them off the street, get them on the track. It's where it's safest, and you can do it in front of thousands of people. We have had thousands of people here at Motorfest today, and it's just been brilliant. I mean, do you guys get a chance to push your message across?
Yeah, I am starting to get a little bit of recognition for it. I've done quite a few speeches in Parliament trying to raise awareness about the social and economic benefits of motorsport, and that's been received pretty well. I've recently done a speech about recreational motorcycle riding. Again, generally a bit of a state issue, but I can use my position to try to raise an awareness to it, and I think that's something that's starting to shine through. I think if everybody here was to have give the impression that they were going to go and support some guy from the Motoring Enthusiast Party at election time, all the other politicians are going to start standing up and thinking, we have to pay attention or else we're going to lose votes.
Mate, that is for sure, and I'll tell you what, the more people that support motorsports in this country, the better we'll be. And look, you were given a pretty hard time when you first joined Parliament. How are you feeling now?
Look, I'm loving the ride, I'm loving the journey. I was given a pretty hard time, but you'd always expect that from the political media and, of course, the political class. Some ordinary guy who's happy to turn up to an event wearing a jet pilot shirt, surely that's got to be a little bit threatening to him. Look, I didn't know how to say my own name in front of a camera when I'd never really done that. I dabbled with YouTube a little bit, and that was about the extent of it, but I was even shy to turn my own camera on myself. So I had to learn how to deal with the media and also learn how to deal with actual Parliament itself and how the whole process works. And unfortunately, everything in Parliament's a very slow process. But now that I've had that chance to find my feet, I'm getting them fairly firm on the ground. I understand how the process works a lot more, and I'm able to start trying to kick some goals for the motoring community.
So what about the future of the Australian Motorist Party in terms of changes in Senate and rules and all that sort of thing? How do we think things will go in the future?
That's a really good question. You asked the question at the right time too, because next week the government's actually put aside, well this week actually, the government's put aside all other government business to discuss electoral reform over everything else. So the future of minor parties is looking very, very, very glim. It's not a very good outlook at all. The changes they're proposing is essentially the way they're selling it is so that you have control over your preferences and where your vote goes. But they've got savings provisions in there. I can speak about it all day long. But it doesn't do what they're saying it's going to do. It is essentially going to stop yourself from being able to try to stand up and run for Parliament. But look, the Australian Motoring Enthusiast Party already has a sitting member, myself, so we will contest an election if a double dissolution was to happen. And of course, once we know what changes are going to come ahead, we'll certainly be trying to stand up and make sure that we keep representation.
Mate, that is awesome, and everyone should get behind the Australian Motorist Party. I mean, if you're a motoring enthusiast, and there's a hell of a lot of us out there, you should get behind these guys, because without them, you have no voice at all. Ricky, thanks for having us.
No problems, thank you very much.